Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 this week of Jak and Daxter, guys. Jak and Daxter episode number 4 for our biggest, strongest, exciting power of our community. With our 609 mods of our group as well, and so on and so forth today. Today's date, it is January 16th, 2025. But other than that, guys, we had a couple of fun things that were going on for the last number of days since, playing the home games of basketball and, had our second week of bowling two days ago, and, let's really keep on pitching ideas and have something much more to absorb and have something to really astonish, if you will. And just to be open and honest either way, good morning, Damper. Shout out to you, sir. How are you? And plus, my nostrils is a little more nosy as well, since it's not going to get any warmer or colder than this, guys. But as far as anything else goes, basketball overall was good this week. We were hoping the other county was hoping to pop in yesterday. As you know, guys, this past Tuesday night. And according to them, it was pretty much coming out of friendly here in the state of Ohio, if you think about it. But not much to really take, planning, or try to have any ultimate travel. But you guys recall, it would take a while. It would take, like hours, minutes, whatever it could be. But here we are, guys, episode number 4 this week. But as far as anything else goes, I did not follow a lot of gaming yesterday. I was looking at a couple things. But not as much as I can recall or take anything else noting, but as far as anything else goes, most of that was good. I will say that for sure. But everything else, guys, is gonna be interesting to see for this weekend. I do get my second money in the bank check for this year. And also, guys, that short meeting was good too. It was just my guardian and I, and also just one other good brother, to be honest. We discussed a couple important things here today, and so everything else is not changed around. Just trying to pitch ideas, trying to pitch a couple other things going forward. For the start of this year of 2025, and you guys get the idea. You guys have everything else going in a direction, or anything else on a positive note. But yeah, if you guys recall, today's Thursday. I do go back to work today, again, tomorrow and Saturday. We all know, guys, the temperature today is supposed to be a lot of down to the stress, because we're going to be looking at some rain and snow mix, if I'm right or wrong. So we've got to be actually easier said than done, and try to be careful with that in hand. And it's all depending, guys, on this temperature between, while we're staring at, while we're looking at, and yes, guys, the space that we use. As long as there's not a tiny sparkle on top of it either. But as far as anything else, I've got the same times again, once everybody knows the answer to that. So all I have, guys, is only 2 to 7 again. 11 to 4 tomorrow, and also Saturday. But you guys don't know, I will get my second check tomorrow, which I've decided, do I want to extend Netflix for my true love to get the last part of the last season of Cobra Kai? Or do I want to get back to the 40 withdrawal with an element of surprise? So I talked it over with my Musketeer guys, which I think everybody else would be favorable about this, or anything else with a question on this. So I decided, as much as I want to extend Netflix more, it's probably not going to be until Valentine's Day of next month. So everything else is going to be dialed in, with the withdrawal, and also with planning. With the, guys, with Liam to Pennsylvania for a hike trip in the next in the next several more months going forward, as far as I can recall. So we don't need to worry about that right now. I'm Insane, how are you, sir? Make a love shout out. Love Zona Lynn, how you doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome back. But everything else is going to be sorted out, guys. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You know, you want to try to plan every single attack, every single move, every single strategy. Whatever goes either way for you guys. Whatever's more helpful, we just want to take our time and not take a lot of risk or a lot of anything. But as long as we are able to, you know, figure out what we can do, and what we are able to look, we're going to be just fine at ease. We want to make sure everything else is crystal clear, and doing something by example. That's the main thing. Well, guys, as far as other stuff goes, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. You did finish Stack 3. Well, I think I remember beating this game a couple extra times. If I remember, to be honest. Not exactly right or wrong, but it's been a while. I just thought I would add something to Thursday morning, since I was hoping to have either, you know, guys, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle this past year, or having to take on, what do you call it? The same thing with, what do you call it, guys? Dragon Age The Real Guide, too. Because I did not end up with any of those games for the holidays. I would have certainly liked to have them, but not really. But back to what I was saying, guys, with our biggest, strongest, exciting power of our largest group today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, exciting power of our community. We are at 609 mods, guys, of our group. We are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. As long as we know what we're doing, we want to make sure we're, everything else is from top to bottom. Don't have ourselves be pale. We're doing something that's more careful. What's up, Miss Mary? Shout out to you, Lala. Thank you for coming in today. How are you? How are you, like always? And everybody else in the chat today. But as long as we know what we're doing, we want to make sure we're comfortable. Brother John, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. How are you? But back to what I was saying, guys. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me this morning with our strongest, biggest power of our largest gathering we've got. With our 609 mods here today, and making sure we're comfortable, making sure we're sounding good between voice acting, and see what we're talking about, too. You know, guys, this is still in the very beginning of this year of 2025 as well. As long as we want to try to benefit something, we want to do something fun, get to know each other a lot better, and doing something that goes the following and entertaining. We are, guys, bringing our social media today, our podcast services all around the globe, here in the United States, with our YouTube channels together, with our social media, and our media, guys, of our apps today, our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. As you guys can see, Jak and Daxter is trying to get to the other side of the platform, or the landing spot, or the pad. But every time we go live, guys, you always want to give each other a thumbs up. Also, help my channel out, you guys help me out, and do something that makes us feel proud enough. That's all that matters. But as far as anything else goes, if you guys recall, on January 20th, I thought I would bring this to the attention and bring something up. Because I know you guys do not talk about politics very much. But if you guys recall, President, aka former President now, Joe Biden, had, he recently had his farewell speech yesterday. I'm coming out of this past last night, and something he mentioned some important things on it coming out of the Oval Office. So he did spend his last day, I believe, this week before we get our second term of our awesome gentleman. Good to have Donald Trump back, guys. It's our president that's coming on the first day on the 20th, as far as I know. So that's something to think about too, guys. So he's gonna be back in the running this coming Monday, as far as I know. But I want to say, guys, Joe Biden being our president for 4 years, he said he would have beaten Donald Trump if he was reelected. So honestly, I don't think that would have been the same or be without question. You know, it's like, you want to vote your own candidate, you want to vote your own president, see who you think is going to win. But we all know, guys, Kamala Harris was not going to be in that, exactly in that, discussion. So honestly, if you think about it, I mean, according to anything else, I want to say, guys, Joe Biden was not that bad of a president ever since he's lost and, you know, won a lot more votes than Donald Trump did. But now, with Joe Biden being done at the office, Donald Trump gets to make America great again. Get back to our spirits, get back to our lives more, and also our livelihoods going forward, and, you know, that's a lot of things to really think about, too. It's not about who you look at, it's not about who you vote for, as long as you appreciate what somebody is doing for you. That's the main part of it. So it's your main job and your main employee. That's the main thing. If you're working at a job, guys, if you're working at a factory, if you're working at a store, I mean, everything else is going to be your employee. And also, guys, your top priority. As far as anything else can be bringing to the attention. Good morning, KB. Shout out. Love of Japan. Make a love shout out. How are you this morning? On this freezing, cool, but not exactly single desert right now. But pretty much anything else to secure it, guys. On a Thursday belated morning, as of right now. But yeah, I don't have a lot of respect for Joe Biden, but he was not bad. He was not bad of a president of the United States. But now, guys, Donald Trump on the way. Bring him in. We can see what America wants. What every single American needs. That's always the main part of it. America first before the other stuff gets carried. And the other stuff in between. But alright, guys, as far as other stuff goes, like I said, I got another 2 to 7 today, 11 to 4 tomorrow, and Saturday. Then I might be off another 4 days as well. What you guys also know, I mean, with the other stuff, if that's the case, we also have, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go down my Lulum Serency, see if I can, get something crystal clear between chats for a second. Well, like I said, basketball overall was good. You know, the other team, this past Tuesday night, after a second week of bowling this week, that Tuesday was good, as I can tell you guys already right now. And honestly, if it comes down to it, you always want to protect your sport at all costs. Ellie in Japan, did you, reach the message on, or, my sister Wang? I was hoping to get 1K followers as a boost on the admin system. I don't know if the other two have reached out to me. Well, I haven't reached you guys enough at this point, but I'm still hoping Wang can still help me. You know, my followers have been off the hook. You know, I've been above average more, dropping more between W8s and views. Thumbs up has not exactly been the issue between a YouTube channel to another one. Well, you know, we're trying to see what we're going to do. Of what you guys think we should do. I mean, instead of it what we think, we want to try to accomplish anything. Have the resolutions, try to settle up this, for this year. You know, guys, to make everything else going at one time, but not exactly in a different dimension or anything towards an answer to a question. But yeah, Message On hasn't helped me yet. I'm still waiting on that order and also the exception on it. But yeah, guys, I would have liked to send Netflix this week, but I sadly cannot. I mean, it's gonna be depending on also on that Saturday. I told this one person what's gonna be the plan for this coming Saturday, so I'm all for it. But I will not have that discussion as of right now, or anything else to really adjust it either. And it's like, it's really based on what facts. It's like, is this the first time, or the last time, or a secondary time? That's the main part of it. But as far as anything else goes, like I said, basketball was real good this week. Nothing else would focus on work for the time being. And yes, guys, I might be off another 4 days this week. I mean, after this Saturday, if I'm right. But you never know. It's gonna be all good to go. Hold on, guys, let me get a message here. As long as everything else is in position, we want to make sure everything, guys, is gonna be all set and done. Now, as far as what we're doing inside of Jak and Daxter, I mean, like I said, I was going to do a different game to premiere. But honestly, easier said than done. I would have said not yet, or I would have almost said no. But that's why I haven't read much this week, since we had a second week of bowling this week, this past Tuesday, if you will. We had 2 basketball games this week, which I do know it's going to happen, and I do know we're going to have the same thing, as far as I know, for next week. So I'm going to have the same thing, which means I'm still going to put something towards transportation again. But, you know, guys, the more I use them, the more I will not have to spend anything. Which, you guys understand, I probably will not pay anything for that, as far as I know. Guys, my musketeer and I, we talked a little bit. We talked a little while, and ever since 10 o'clock. But the reason why, I mean, I was watching my two love play yesterday. And without a doubt, she got a little bit of an incident coming out of during that game of basketball, yesterday. And, she was hoping I would have not been, not exactly less concerned, but much more concerned, you know, between her ankle. The power guys, her ankle decided to turn her on and give her the stupid pain level. I mean, that's why my musketeer was asking if I was going to be worried or concerned a lot more with that in hand. But you guys remember, back when it came year by year, and pretty much days or by weeks, you guys remember what happened to me? You guys remember, I twisted my left ankle back when I was still at Walmart over the years. But you know, guys, that's old news now. I've been around team for a little over 17 months now. But who are we kidding already? Well, like I said, with everything else, you know, my two love's gonna be fine. We want to make sure everything is prepared. Making sure everything is in position. Making sure we're staying and sticking together at all times. That's the main part of it. But it's like, if you're playing your favorite sport, you don't want to trip a whole lot either. You want to take your time. You want to make sure everything is in balance. And also, guys, being the key as it normally is. And yes, guys, and what it was. That's the main part of it. So, you just want to do a lot of fun and do what you gotta do. That's the main thing. Lucy Warren, shout out to you, love. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, are you able to read some out? Ellie in Japan? Or Ellie, if that's okay with you. You know, between my followers and, like I said, guys, WH only. Whatever we have to increase, it will not be a problem at all. As long as everything is in possession.
Ain't you gonna chase him into the corral already?
But as long as everything else is in one thing at a time, we'll be fine. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys want to catch some more Jak and Daxter for now, you know, for anything else for the time being, with our 609 mods today, remember, guys, in 5 months I'm going to be 32, so I will not change anything, or pretty much accept the fact on it. But as long as we have something much more favorable, with no problems or issues, we pretty much have something set in stone. And we want to have something to notify everything else in the program, and also anything else we can probably handle. We're gonna guys with New Year's resolutions and other fun stuff as well. Always protecting our sport, keep doing what we're doing with work, and yeah.
Face blue, white eyes. Face blue, white eyes.
As long as we're not being above average. But yeah, guys, back to what I was saying today. If you guys want to catch more Jak and Daxter for now, all you guys need to do, I mean, for every Thursday mornings for the time being, maybe for a little while longer, I was thinking to myself after the end of the night, see what we want to do, keep everything else under control with our group. So all you guys need to do, guys, with our 609 mods today,
Let's go talk to him.
all you guys need to do is like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Now, we all know, guys, that as long as we know exactly what we're able to handle and doing something that's more careful, not exactly above decent or average, we always want to have something to plan and have something crystal clear.
Oh, well done, my boy. You actually
And
got
finally,
those
guys, we got
back
all
in
the other
together. Now I can
animals
sleep
inside of it.
Take this power cell.
And good news, we get a power cell for the thankfulness. But don't worry, guys. As long as it's in position, it'll be fine and good to go. Nothing else would really be anything else to take over. But back to what I was saying, guys. All you guys need to do, you guys want to catch more of Jak and Daxter for a little while. Like I said, guys, you're welcome to like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Kapongo, shout out, how are you? Good morning, good morning. And good evening to you too in the process, and we're about to take on some stupid lava, to be honest. So we gotta be careful and not get ourselves elsewhere and elsewhere. And you guys get the same ego and the same plans. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. So yeah, guys, like and share the stream, like and share the stream, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, guys. Hold on, let me get the other, let me get the other crap too. There we go. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream, like and share the stream together. With our large, huge gathering of our strongest, biggest power guys of our community. Like I said, guys, we're at 609 mods for the time being. As much as we can gather for this year. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, as far as anything else goes, you know, guys, just to take our time, not to have any separation, not to have any plans getting crossed or getting anything else beyond it and towards it. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, I don't know what I can still do something with baseball this year. Once you guys still gotta let me know. If you guys want me to do, you know, guys, a game of the day, or do something with baseball in hand. An important thing to keep between planning and also objective-wise. Whatever you guys want us to do for resolutions for gaming this year, I'm going to say every year it's the best year for gaming. This year's going to be better and better. But we all know, guys, Grand Theft Auto 6 is still going to win, in my opinion. It's not going to change another damn thing to the other. But we all know Borderlands 4 is going to be awesome. If it starts coming out, guys, either... Like I said, guys, one of two ways. Either this coming, like, spring of this year, guys, or probably, guys, maybe in... I mean, you don't want to draw a game that far. When it comes to GTA 6 off the bat, you know, we want to see how much it can really tackle and really tally. You know, we want to take our time and extras on it. And while we're doing, guys, between lava and lava, we don't want to get ourselves get burned up either. But back to what I was saying, guys, between our social media and our largest gathering of our strongest, biggest power of our community. And on 609 mods today, also, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, that's new, something special, you guys can hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys, support button, and comment. That way, when we live stream, guys, together, we always want to sound good. We want to make sure we're pretty much all better than worse. Not exactly getting ourselves in trouble, get ourselves concerned or issued. But yes, guys, views and beliefs, making sure we got everything in, and pretty much not exactly out, to be honest with you. Well, guys, we want to get ourselves positioned, and we're not gonna get another shot to get ourselves betrayed. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment with our 609 mods today. I mean, my stuff has been pretty damn good, as long as I can tell you, without any remorse or less prediction or expression on it. Also, guys, the most important thing, before we get to that, as far as anything else, bad, but a little bit good to be a sub. I think I'm gonna speak about anything else about that, or pretty much anything on it. But as long as it's an answer to a question, or if you guys have any questions or concerns with our community, you guys can let me know in the chat. We can see what we can do, and see what can really turn us on. Whatever we gotta do. Can this tab stop popping up, please? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna exit this one tab. There we go. But back to what I was saying, guys, with our community and our energy, guys, popularity, and entertainment goes. That's all you guys need to do. Hit that like button, support button, and comment. That way, when we go live, guys, we get notified. We set a thumbs up, making sure we're gathered together at one time, something much more peaceful. You know, I have a biggest crowd for all of us today. And yeah, guys, work overall is gonna be damn tiring too. So we just gotta be careful, guys, having a lot of energy, making sure we're having something to eat while we're at it, and yeah. I think I'll be fine, since the temperature's not gonna be as hot or as big. Honestly, guys, no. And we did it again, guys. Nice driving, Jak. So we got not one power cell just now, but we got 2. Wow, guys, we got 2 already. But also, guys, the most important thing of our community is love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative, guys, with our 609 mods today. If you guys want to be a mod and drop your link in the chat, you guys can let me know. You guys can let our biggest mods know today and see what we're up to today. And like I said, I have to focus on work to like I said, guys, 2 to 7 today, 11 to 4 tomorrow. I may have 1 or 2 things Saturday night, but we'll see what happens. I want to see you guys. I will still keep you guys infoed and making sure what we got going on, not get ourselves carried away, not get ourselves in trouble, or not exactly doing something alone that people are not going to like, to be honest. But again, guys, you do it because you're driven, you want to entertain what you do, you want to have the progress of what you do, and it makes everybody else happy. But yeah, guys, see awesome and creative with our 609 mods today, and we finally got an extra portal. Whoa! Look at this, guys. Finally got the Elway man. Getting something to think about for a change. We got somebody to teleport, and we got our elderly grandpa. That's all I can recommend. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, guys, the awesome and creative, and I forgot to mention, guys, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. With our 609 mods today of our community. Anytime we, guys, we meet and greet, we take our time. People follow myself, Smith. How are you guys this morning? As long as we got enough to cover this week, we're gonna be just fine. We want to get some to really take it safe, also take anything under control, and not exactly feeling terrible. No, I did not look at the box office movies this week. Like I said, guys, we had not one, but two games of basketball since one exact county exactly did not pop up, and so after playing our Cougars basketball team two nights ago. So that one's out of the question. So that's why we only had teammates take on our teammates as well. That's to really kill some time, have a lot of fun, laughs, and a lot of sportsmanship as well. But yeah, guys, stay awesome and creative, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage to find people, guys, circulate everything, do what we gotta do for each other, for anything. With our 609 mods together, and you know, guys, just to have a lot of fun. Take your time, don't get yourselves tired out either. But other than that, guys, you do what you gotta do. You wanna love, to have fun with friends, with family, also with whoever you're playing with. If you're doing bowling, basketball, cheerleading for the most part. As you guys don't know, on the 20th, by the time we get Donald Trump back as our second term president, we do not have cheer practice this coming Monday, prior to inauguration. And yes, guys, Martin Luther King Jr. Mr. I Have a Dream, and it's one of the best icons and spokesmen for a long time, back in the 1880s. So that's why we do not have any sports going on that Monday. So I just thought I would bring that up to the process. Good morning, Marvs. Tedagaro, make a love shout out. How are you, sir? But you guys get the idea of what we're talking about when it comes to planning. You know, we want to keep ourselves fed, we want to keep ourselves under control too. As long as we know what we're doing, we want to get ourselves, you know, having 100% energy and get everything else, you know, going one at a time. But all we have to do, guys, with our strongest, biggest power of our community, our largest gathering, doing what we can for one another, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on the 3 apps. I'm gonna go ahead and make it short and sweet. All we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah only on our social media and our podcast services all around the globe. Only 3 apps, guys. All we have to do is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Only those 3 apps to really caption. And we have a couple of gentlemen here. One of them is, well, the only thing coming out of one barrel, and this one night is crying, not exactly about his muse, or about his shield, or his helmet, but he does have something else involving that, in that possession. And to make things what absolutely could be. That's the main part of it. But all we have to do, guys, as I mentioned, follow Sarah on our 3 apps, with our YouTube channels and everything else together, on Twitter, guys, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, pretty soon, guys, I will be reaching 9 years on YouTube. This comes live on the 30th soon. I think GTA 6 probably will be arriving on the PS5 by then, but I'm not 100% sure right now. But I will say, guys, that game is still going to win, and GTA still got it. I mean, it's still going to win the son of a bitch at the end of this year. For the 11th year anniversary, guys, of the Game Awards. This year, guys, of 2025. I do know Borderlands 4 is going to be really good. Ghost of Yori, the sequel, guys, to, Ghost of Tsushima. All thanks to the creators from, you know, guys, from, so guys, I cannot find one word. But it's also thanks, guys, to the creators of Assassin's Creed as well. And speaking of Assassin's Creed, it's not March 10th, it's March 20th, I'm sorry. It's March 20th, guys, in the process between the release date. And then also, guys, Intergalactic Prophet from Naughty Dog / Neil Druckmann as well. Which we do not know exactly when that's coming in either, but patience is a virtue. But yeah, guys, for now, today, for this year, I've been on YouTube for over 8 years, been on Facebook and Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook, and also on Twitter, my only first and last name, guys, it's no Bunny Love from Nutty Professor, it's Zach Dawson from Titanic, your king, And yes, guys, your final boss. Your king and your final boss, mostly. But yeah, guys, I've been on those apps for a long time. That's all that matters. But yeah, guys, I've been on YouTube for 8 years, eternally, and 6 on Facebook and Twitter. And my musketeer and I, guys, my sexiest girl, and myself, guys, we've been together for over 7 years. And after the next couple weeks, we'll be reaching 8 years, guys, of our future. I lost my true love once. I'm not losing that son of a bitch twice. That's not gonna happen. We still want to get married, and we want to, you know, get an apartment of our own. We want to make our own money together, and so do some big stuff together. And do something in between. Happy 2025, Marv. If you guys see the blue reds in the chat, let me know. We can really start not exactly separating from the man from the boys, or the ladies from the girls too. If you guys wanna be mods in the chat, you guys can ask your king, and me, guys, is your final boss if you want. That way, you guys can drop your links in a decent time, whatever you guys want to do. It's not about what we're able to handle; it's about what you guys think we should do, you know, and what we're planning to really proceed with.
Until we find out why the blue said.
But yeah, guys, we've been together for almost 8 years. It's gonna be our 8th year anniversary of Night Sign on February 7th. And from what I've heard, guys, we're gonna begin my excellent talks pretty soon. And my musketeer is gonna begin her upcoming Night Sign dress soon as well. So we're probably gonna be waiting till the next couple weeks from now. From what I've heard, it's gonna be the week, guys, by the time we reach Night Sign by then. So we still got some time to, you know, guys, have no concern but stand and deliver. And do something we can really be prepared for, more romance for our future, and everything else together. And also, guys, never give up, never surrender. That's all we can really praise ourselves with. But alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of our social media today. We're gonna talk about Steam in the next 6 to 8 minutes. 6 to 8 minutes today to get to Steam. Because I want to talk a little more extra about baseball. And what I played during the next 2 games from this week on my 1988 Reds campaign. So I'm gonna talk about that on Steam later on today. But as far as anything else goes, I don't think there's been anything to switch gears on so far. As far as what we know in between. As far as what we know between progress to progress between one another. We're not gonna mess with that fire, guys, since it's gonna be some sort of other thing that makes it spiral and pretty much start being toasty on them. But whatever it has to be. It's not as much we can really benefit or tackle. I did not look at the scores between, apparently, last night they did actually provide not only the rival rivalry between our Cougars taking on, the other Tigers when it comes to basketball, with Special Olympics going on. They also had 3-point contests and, well, I don't know, I don't think they would do mostly to protect our sport. By basically doing slam dunk contests. If we look at basketball players, you talk about LeBron James, the late Kobe Bryant, which may God have mercy on this brother's soul, Steph Curry, and, you know, Hall of Famer Michael Jordan, for example. That really does not take anything by display, but you look at the greatest players of all time. Like, really do slam dunk contests, 3-point shots. You guys get the idea. And but that's only if you are really good at shooting and also shooting baskets by doing offense and defense. I don't know if I would end up playing basketball this year. I mean, sometime down the road. But my true love did state the following about her getting up to you guys understand my true love is 38 this year. So she's not going to be doing, from what I've heard, she's not going to be doing any other sports whatever happens with cheerleading in the future, we'll continue to do bowling as much as he wants to. I've been doing for over 20 plus years, guys, I'm telling you. I may be 31, but we can still have exactly what we want to do and do something towards what it takes on it. But, you know, I think my musketeer is going to be having one more year. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. But whatever she wants to do, you know, we want to, like I said, we don't want to separate the men from the boys. Or want to separate together between the other stuff in hand. But it's like if you're getting up in age and don't know what to do when it comes to sports, because that's when to quit and retire. If you guys are in your 50s by doing sports, your higher 30s, after you reach your birthday, that would make a difference. It's easier said than done, guys. You're welcome to do whatever you want to do. You know, nobody can stop you. Nobody can be your next boss or employee. You should do what, you guys should always do what God wants you to do. What your family wants to do. What your friends want to do. I mean, you don't want to do every single thing on your own. Lala and Fernandez make a lot of shout out. How were you this morning? Thank you for standing by and also standing anywhere else for us. As long as we know what we're able to handle. You know, guys, we do it because we're driven. And we are always here together. That's what a lot of people want and need. But yeah, guys, if we get to a certain point and you can't do it anymore for sports, you know, it's okay. We don't want to get ourselves, you know, separated and also appreciate what people have done when it comes to sports all the time. I mean, if I were to continue cheerleading, I would give it a next couple more years. Maybe I don't want to say a lot more, because you guys know my true love and I will be married before then. Before we get ourselves under control, too. I will still be a chief also, guys. So that's not anything else to mesmerize. Or have anything else being guarded. But alright, guys. We're gonna be talking about Steam in a few minutes. I do want to mention a little bit what came out of Movie Web yesterday. If you guys remember, what do you call it? What's his face? Ryan Reynolds, guys, as Deadpool. If you guys remember watching Deadpool and Wolverine, which I do have a DVD copy, as far as I know. So basically, guys, Movie Web was doing something, posted something coming out of Canada. So basically what I want to say, guys, honestly did, apparently, guys, apparently it does state the following. Coming out of Movie Web today, guys. Was yesterday. So I did not read this. Justin Bodani, guys, sends a legal demand to Marvel and Disney, guys, for all documents related to Deadpool and Wolverine's Nice Pool. So you guys have a bit of a difference here. Ryan Reynolds does have multiple characters as Deadpool, but not to mention something about Hugh Jackman either. I want to say, guys, both of them are kind of like related. You guys look at between, you know, guys, Deadpool and also with Wolverine. Storm, I want to say, guys, Storm, it's not exactly the other type of dimension type of thing. But the way they really focus something on Deadpool and Wolverine, you guys talk about two things. They have all the documents, from what I can see, between Deadpool and Wolverine that they want to use as a strategize for. But I want to say, guys, having Ryan Reynolds as a nice pool, I don't think it's exactly insane. I don't think it's exactly so pro well. I do want to read a couple of comments before we talk about Steam, guys. So apparently, guys, this person does state. Hold on, see if I can get this one. Maybe I should use my spinning attack on him.
Like it hurts.
So basically, guys, Chris Williams does state the following. Something tells me Disney has better lawyers. Well, I wouldn't go that far, because Disney is the one that's responsible by doing Star Wars movies. And this guy's doing something with Deadpool and Wolverine. Guys, remember, we're still leaning towards a sequel to, Deadpool and Wolverine in the future. Well, Ryan Reynolds, guys, and also Hugh Jackman are, well, longtime friends, longtime brothers, to be honest. They act pretty well. They have a difference pretty well in the process. And I don't see why not. I mean, whatever they have the time to relate the ideas and the other stuff, Disney is pretty much open and maybe like optimistic. Whatever they want to try to plan, whatever they want to try to, you know, put something together. It's kind of like putting pieces on a puzzle together. You know, you want to see what's really right for you. Well, guys, one more comment. Okay, guys, one last comment before we get to Steam. Has he, apparently, guys, Zachary Sword, states, has he ever watched Team America? They destroyed Matt Damon in that movie. I don't think there's anything he can do. Well, it all depends what Matt Damon. I mean, he's only been in, I don't think he's been in a Marvel or DC movie. But why would you actually put him in that discussion? I mean, Matt Damon he's never done Captain America. He's not gonna do any other role, whatever he wants to do, as far as Brad Pitt, George Clooney goes. You know, most of them are billionaires, when you talk about millionaires. But if we look at anything else in perspective, I mean, you gotta know what's really gonna be coming in between. You know, so not exactly make fun of somebody else, or have somebody else to ruin. But, you know, I mean, talking about having something with Matt Damon, I don't think Matt Damon has anything to do with that. That's why you guys know, in my opinion. But honestly, probably not. I mean, if they want to put if they want to add exactly only him on the spot, maybe they can try to hire him and see what he wants to do with Marvel, instead of bringing somebody else with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. With all due respect between anything. So we'll see. Alright, guys, let's not get ourselves now. Now we can get to the best year for gaming part. So, guys, the last thing we always want to do, alright guys, the last thing we do, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys. If you guys are getting pre-orders, if you guys are getting in-store purchases, you guys can always come up with a name, a gaming name. If you guys are looking to get some pre-orders, mods, DLCs, new stuff to get yourself in the gaming, you guys can also do your own game reviews too. Whatever you guys get the chance, whatever you guys want to tally. I'm always here, you guys are here. As long as we know what we're doing, we want to make sure what is the best game of them all. I mean, which one is the biggest of them all? What is the biggest one people haven't played yet? But yeah, guys, we're gonna play any games you want. Don't let people bully you. Don't let people stop you. As long as you're not the principal of a high school program. You know, guys, you do it because you're driven and you want to have a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store. Steam cards, guys, are pronounced STEAMCARD with no problem at all. So that way you guys can cast your pre-purchases equals pre-orders and doing something much more successfully with in-store purchases whenever you guys get the time. And also get an opportunity to take charge too. I haven't bought another damn game, guys, ever since last year. But whatever comes out of this year, the only game I'll be buying is the upcoming Out of the Park Baseball this year. That's the only thing I'm going to be bragging about and thinking about just to protect our sport more often. I don't know if I want to strengthen my livelihood to get back to Madden, or get back in. I mean, I'm only going to be doing something besides In fact, with Madden or hockey this year. I don't think anything else is going to be mesmerized or take any... pretty much taking anything else as a return. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store, go after purchases and pre-orders. Make a game account also, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, going after special games. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite. You guys can go after anything you want. You know, go after a Steam card, whatever you guys want to purchase. If you guys want to spend big, not exactly break the bank. Or whatever you guys want to try to bring to the element of surprise. Any games that makes you want to turn yourself on, you guys can buy any of them with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are getting the special offers. The games that they have special offers today on Steam. They have Lanes of Company on sale. They got Demonologist, Death Taxes, Age of Eternity. Which you guys don't know, this game is a little under 6 even between the United States D, pretty much dollar signs. Age of Eternity is a anime RPG game, as far as I know. But also, guys, if you think about anime, you look at Sword Art Online, Fairy Tail, other games are also in that position. But I don't think I'm gonna go back to Sword Art Online by far. Even though I played it a long time ago, no, I don't think so. I mean, it's gonna have to have much more contact and everything else going one direction, going into another chapter to another chapter. Death Taxes, guys, is on sale for a little bit. It's only like $194, but it's not gonna really stop anybody on it. If you guys are going after the high def combos of Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, the very first part of it, and then number 2 in the process too. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now, guys. If they're gonna be doing something more with Kingdom Hearts 4, they would have done it already. They would have done something this past year. But that game is not gonna be the kryptonite until Tokyo Game Show, before everything else says otherwise. That's all I'm gonna really say at this point. Well, pretty much anything else in time. If you guys are looking at the above $10 deal, you guys can get Hollow Knight, Disco, Asylum, Age of Darkness for $9.79 today. You guys can buy any games you want. If you're going to GameStop to pre-order, you know, take your time, whatever's got to be done, and whatever's got to do. Whatever thoughts people want to do, it's your game account. People don't have to stop you otherwise. Remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. You don't let people be your employee for you. You just want to buy the games you really see fit. Anything you guys want to bring to the system, and not get yourself carried away. So Disco Asylum, I've heard that one's a good game. I know it's not compared to one game I can think of, and that would be, guys, Katamari Damacy, which that game is pretty much a building meter game, to be honest, when it comes to, you know, guys, having magnets, to be honest. This is really glue, and also millimeters, centimeters, megameters somewhere. Better than having centimeters that will go with a quotient, if you will. Quotient would also be the final answer of a math problem. So yeah. You guys can get Blade. You guys can also get Blade Chimera for $17.99 as well, and Age of Darkness Final Stand. So you guys can buy any games you want on Steam. Like I said, I'm the answer if I'm getting the upcoming Adams Park Baseball this year. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. But as long as I have to pay the one thing that would really surprise it, you know, guys, between that deposit for Liam Meester to come in September of this year, that should not be an issue. That's not going to be an issue right now until Everything else is paid off. Everything else is prepared. And, yeah. Everything else is going to be good to go. By the time we get to the 27th, guys, in about, just about less than 2 weeks already. So we're going to have something much more pacing before we get to that time. And get to that proportion. So we're going to have a lot of time to really bundle and take on. So we got a lot of time before that meeting starts having a lot of planning and satisfying results. But yeah, guys, take your time on Steam. Whatever you really want to bring in. If you guys are into sports, music, RPGs, you guys want to find a name. Well, guys, my name on Steam is only one name. So you guys can find me, guys. My name on Steam only is ZachDawson93. Or you guys call me JD93. If you guys have nothing, you guys have nothing really to lose. And my true love understands, she pretty much loves it when I say that line when it comes to poker. Now, anytime my musketeer does play poker with one of her nurses, it's she pretty much likes it and loves it when I say it. And we got something, guys. We got another power cell that's going in one trajectory and one position. And here's the thing about platforms too, guys. We want to keep an eye on them too. We do not want to get ourselves dropped and get electrocuted, because that's the last thing that we want to do, and get ourselves damaged. But remember, guys, I've also been on Steam for almost 4 years. It's probably going to be after I think it's probably going to be after Valentine's Day, or before that, if I'm right. But it all depends. I've been on Steam for a good amount of time. I'm not going to be escaping any of that anytime soon. But guys, I enjoy being on Steam. I really do. Guys, playing the best games around the world. Playing the best creative games. AAA games. I don't exactly play AAA games. I don't usually do them at all. Especially when it comes to indie games. So, honestly, no. The only games I see fit are sports and only RPGs. So RPGs are badass ever since I was a kid. I really do. So, yeah. Yeah, guys, I've been on Steam for almost 4 years, coming up exactly. I'm having a lot of fun, having a lot of exploration, and awesome gameplay trailers. And as long as it's a golden treasure, guys, people can play any games they want, when they want, when I want, guys, and when you want to. Guys, only one person can be the boss and also be the employee. It's you. It's pretty much you and your heart, your friends and family, somebody you love so much as well. It can really turn something around. That's all it takes. But yeah, guys, as far as other stuff goes, I'm gonna go ahead and get to this really fast. If you guys are into RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War Ragnarok, if you guys are buying the upcoming Elden Ring, yeah, guys, Elden Ring Night Reign soon. That should be interesting to really display on. If you guys are looking to pre-order Borderlands 4, I still want to get that game as lucky as anything else, as far as Ghost of Yodi goes. But you guys remember, Assassin's Creed Shadows is not coming out, guys. As I mentioned before, I will still say it again. Not until we get to March 20th. So, as long as we do not suck enthusiasm, guys, it's not going to be until March 20th for the PS5. So we have a lot of time to really get the toss up on it. Not calling any penalties or, have any self-doubts or self-pity on it. But I just think, guys, doing another month for that game is a little extra better. So people can really make that game perfect and also make it as good as it sounds. I do not know when Delta Snake Eater is coming out. Maybe it does something with Kingdom Hearts 4 and Tokyo Game Show. That's exactly a big maybe. It's a big maybe if they want to toss something together, maybe toss something around it. But we'll see what happens. Also, guys, don't know when Ghost of Yodi's coming out. Maybe coming out in summer. But we'll see what happens. Patience is always a virtue of what we're planning to do. Yeah, guys, I've been a huge fan of role-playing games since I was a kid. As I mentioned before earlier today. So, it doesn't take anything away from a screen or anything else with the awesome storylines, also something with a romantic road tale. But as long as you play a game as a first-timer, people can love it, people can hate it, but do not have to get ourselves carried away, or get ourselves, pretty much self-esteem. When it comes to playing a best game, people can really, you know, guys, for yourself and also for a lot of people. You know, you always want to be the center of attention, you want to have a lot of people watch you, you know, gather you, and do something that makes you feel comfortable. Whatever it's got to be. Yeah, guys, I've been a huge fan since I was a kid. Not to have anything else display or take acknowledgement. Now, this is what we're talking about baseball, guys. If any of you today are into sports games like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, you guys can go after the Tony Hawk, not Tony Hawk, but Pro Skater. Exactly, but if you're talking about other games that makes it something to protect our sport, having a lot of playing time for sports, I haven't thought about getting the next bowling game on the console. I haven't played PBA Pro Tour Bowling. I haven't played PBA Bowling on the channel in a long time. Well, pretty much for the last 2 years. But I do know they have a new version from this past year. As far as I know, between current consoles, the PS5, Xbox Series. I don't know if I'm not sure if there's anything without question. If the upcoming PBA Pro Bowling is going to be on second splits or not, I'm pretty sure they may or may not have something to really have the better platform. Yeah, I haven't played PBA Pro in a long time. That I can tell you without question, or not to have any bad society. But yeah, guys, so we're going to protect our sport, play any sports games with no extra cost. Now, guys, let me tell you something quickly, what I've been doing for this week. I did do Game 5 and Game 6 of my 1988 Reds campaign. And the games itself, between, well, I did finish off, once guys, I did finish off a 3-game series between myself and I and our losing, Reds. We were taking on our opponents, the Astros. So I did Game 5, guys, of my 88 Reds campaign this past, but guys, I'm looking, ever since the 30th, a couple weeks ago, even though guys, a couple days ago. And honestly guys, the game overall wasn't that good. So basically guys, the final score on Astros 11 really shut the door on myself and I and our Reds. You know, I had to change some players up for us, and I don't think it really bothered anything. It just needed to get better plays and also better judgment. And then guys, coming out of yesterday, I did not go to Bible study for the last couple weeks since we had a lot of snow dropping on the ground, and also pretty much temperature-wise between, there we go. You know guys, being cold instead of warm. You know guys, coming out of the fall season, coming out of winter season altogether. So I did do the next game guys, my 6th game in my Reds 88 campaign, and after losing to the Astros on the last game of a 3-game series for us, and my one-loss record, after 5 games in my 88 Reds campaign, between my players and our team, so guys, after 5 games, myself and I and our Reds, I mean, for us and myself, we were actually 2 and 3. So we took on the Red Hot. So the next team was a 3-game series. That's myself and I and our Reds guys of Cincinnati, taking on our opponent, the San Francisco Giants. And the game overall wasn't as big as it was. When I'm answering my left eye, there we go. So I can see on the other. There we go. But yeah, guys, I did game 6, and honestly, there's really not much hard to really conflict and also tell. But basically, guys, myself and I and our Reds, we also lost that one too. So final score for the first game, apparently, guys, our Giants were 5 and 1. Myself and I and our Reds were 2 and 3. So there was only one RBI. That pretty much took charge for myself and I and our Reds, and apparently our Giants stuck a mud hole on pretty much after my 6th game of my Reds 88 campaign from yesterday. So honestly, it was a little more of a terrible game, but not much of a game either way. So final score, our Giants 4, myself and I and our Reds 1. So after 6 games, I'm technically only 2 and 4 for now in my 88 Reds campaign. If I do game 7, it's probably gonna be this weekend, maybe Sunday. But not gonna really guarantee something in the process. Like I said, you want to get your team more winning instead of being in 3rd place and 4th place. And guys, there's always 2 leagues: American League and also National League. And I do want to tell you guys a little bit about the players of who I have in my 88 Reds campaign. It's got the only runs, base hits. I think this is also going to be a first timer for everybody in the chat. I'm gonna start with just a couple players, and then I'm gonna get to the rest of social media. So basically, that's what I've been up to for the players after the 6 games of my 2 and 4 record. Myself and I and our Reds, it's going to be very simple. So, let's really identify some stuff that are good enough, but not exactly bad. So basically, guys, I'm gonna give you guys, Bo Diaz, number 6. Bo Diaz is batting a $167, 2 homers and 2 RBIs, so he does lead the pack. After my 6 games of my 88 Reds campaign, coming out of Cincinnati, and Bo Diaz is not having bad of a season. He has also struck out 3 times, and he also had a reach on an error and a fielder's choice. So that was pretty much not much of an idea between the stat sheet. So guys, player number 2. I'm not gonna look at Ted McGriff, but I will give you guys Barry Larkin. Now Barry Larkin, guys, after 6 games of my 2 and 4 record on my 88 Reds campaign for now, instead of getting ourselves not exactly playing like a fool, but pretty much playing good baseball in order. What we also normally have is, hold on, let me look at, yes, I'll have Danny Jackson starting for game 7 of my 88 Reds campaign. My guess is probably Sunday, before everything else gets positioned. But yeah, guys, Barry Larkin. One of my players, guys, Barry Larkin. He's batting .368. 1 homer, 1 ribby. Now when it comes to a team lineup, Barry Larkin he hasn't had that bad of a issue when it comes to at bats and also taking on the pitcher on the mound. So he's been doing okay. He also does have the same thing, guys, as Nick Kosensky has. You know, you look at the 2 comparisons. You look at 1 homer and 1 ribby, or 1 RBI to really process it with, and pretty much whatever the stat sheet really states. And one more, guys, we also have Cal Daniels. Now, Cal Daniels, he hasn't been a hot hitter, to be honest with you. So if I look at Cal Daniels' numbers after 6 games, between myself and I in our Reds. Cal Daniels is batting 273. He's got 2 doubles. So the only one that leads the runs is Cal Daniels. So Mr. Daniels, guys, has 1 homer and 5 RBIs. So not much of a star people can look for. But I do know if anything else could turn around in my 88 Reds campaign, it would be a lot of base hits and also making a little more adjustments. Whatever baseball team you're playing, you wanna get exactly more winning when it comes to games. If you have the best pitchers on the mound, if you want to have the best lineup on the mound, guys, pay attention, follow it. Not exactly suit it and really combine it all the time, but starting Game 7, guys, for my 88 Reds campaign, possibly this weekend, I'm gonna be starting for us, guys, Danny Jackson. I do know Danny Jackson's been having a good first outing. I do know he's 1-0 in my 88 Reds campaign with a 1 around average, but that's pretty good. Jose Rizzo does have a first win in his balance, but they really go furthermore. So I thought I would give you guys something to protect our sport. Guys, baseball is life. You gotta know how to really control it, how much fun you can have a lot of performances, and whatever has to really be handled, and see what you gotta do to make your team better. So my record, guys, in my 80 Reds campaign, for myself and I in our Reds, right now we're only 2-4, so not much to really, process, but get better and better. But remember, guys, it's the winning that counts. Losing does not. I do know Danny Jackson is not going to be, being above decent or above average. But anybody can trust the team. Whoever's got the best players. Between National League guys and American League at one time. But alright, guys, that's good by the end of Steam. That's good. We're gonna be done with Steam, guys, till we get to Ghostwire Tokyo this coming Sunday in the morning. But anyway, guys, people think I should be a spokesman. A spokesperson when it comes to, having somebody voice a music video countdown, or do something with ESPN, or doing something with IGN.com. I'm like, I could do that one of these days. It all depends how my Toon Love and I fit in. You guys can fit in as well, and maybe sometime down the line. Maybe sometime down the road, too. This is what we do, guys, for our community. We are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Yeah, this is exactly what we love to do. That's the main part of it. But yeah, guys, it's good to be on Steam today. My name on Steam is ZachDawson93. If you guys have any questions, any ideas, how you guys can motivate your gaming experience. If you guys want to look at gameplay trailers, want to talk about other stuff in the process as well, don't be afraid to take something you do not want to take, and be something you really need for everybody else to play, for yourself and a lot of people to watch you do. They'll be right with you, and they'll always support you for who you are, love what you do, have a lot of comments, not a lot of concerns for where you're at, and so on and so forth. But yeah, guys, my name is ZachDawson93 on Steam. You guys go after pre-orders or in-store purchases. Now remember one thing, guys. The most important rule. It's love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. With our 609 mods, not sizing yourself as the Riddler or Two-Face, or drawing something much more magical. Well, making yourself with sounding good, guys, doing something totally awesome, and doing something more sweet. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. So remember, guys, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Remember, guys, like and share the stream, like and share the stream. And I will say this again also, by saying no extra cost with Steam. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream, by any means necessary. Meet and greet when we can. Remember, guys, like and share the stream, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. and really entertaining with no extra cost. My numbers on my channel today, guys, in over 8 years on channel for the time being. I'm at 4.0 on views, 91.4 on W8s. So if you guys do or do not want to boost anything, you guys can watch each other's playlists. Once everybody else is back too. If you're looking to really do something people can really accomplish of you doing, want to really bring something, you know, guys try to show off or something, people also gotta be nuts too. When it comes to uploading and doing something for YouTube, like I said, guys, doing something for yourself and a lot of people through the process. You always want to have something to navigate and have something to turn around. It's like, what is exactly the point when people put something together and bring everybody else at one time? You know, guys, let's really have some plans together, have a lot of stuff together, and do what's more enjoyable and much more playable. When people get to something in the process, and remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. That's all that really matters to us, and for me, for anything, with a large gathering, and all at one time. So guys, those are my totals on the channel as of now. So guys, without anything else being dry or wet, so remember, guys, like and share the stream, made it great. And if you guys want to help my channel, make your story, make a little shout out with saying how are you. Thank you guys for coming by with our launch gathering today. With our 609 mods together. Guys, we are the symbol, we are the attention. We're not like the Avengers, but we're awesome people. We're great people. Whenever we do something, you know, you say we can do whatever we can, and we're doing it as much as anything else get together. Pretty much together, and the way I do stuff with my musketeers, the way I do stuff at work, and also maybe with my family somewhere, and you guys mostly too. People want to have something to stand and deliver. Not when they need to, but when they want to. It all depends on what, guys, but when. That's the main part of it. You don't want to get yourselves being stuck all the time or going towards 24/7. And sadly, guys, we're not going to get that power cell, I don't think. Actually, guys, we got him, guys. I think, how many we got now? 26, wow. You see, guys, that does not remain to be seen. But we got 26 with an excellent total. Remember, guys, orbs are still the same. If we get a power cell, all you have to do is pay no more than 90 at one time. But not much more exactly than that, between that portion. But no worries, guys. But the most important thing, guys, to make our channels look better, have a lot of upgrading, all we need to do, guys, is one thing. The most important thing to upgrade our channels without an admin system is to really classify. You guys can we watch our videos in full. You guys watch that video in full, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Take your time, add it to a playlist. And if you guys want to boost anything on my channel, that would be awesome. Watch hours is much more about damsel distress that really needs much more than anything else. I can use a lot of that right now. I really do. But no, guys, it's going to be up and down, to be honest. So, that's exactly where my channel stands. I don't think you guys got the same thing in the chat. With our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. But everybody's going through own aesthetics. Those guys' amplitudes, too.